Hello everybody and welcome to a train simulator video. Today we shall be driving a Class 156 Sprinter in the first of a two-part video which will take us from Holyhead to Crewe. So in this first part we shall be driving from Holyhead to Llandudno Junction, and then in part 2 we shall continue from Llandudno Junction to Crewe. So the first thing we need to do is turn off the pause menu, and then we're going to press T to open the doors. We're going to press Shift and W to insert our master key. Then we're going to put the train into gear, acknowledge the automatic warning system, turn off our driver reminder appliance, and set up our lighting. So I for the instrument lights, Shift and H for the daytime headlights, J for the markers, and K for the tail lights. We then need to set up our NRN. So if we just turn that on, and our area code is 065, and that applies to the entire route. So that's that set up. And if we just go out to the outside and swing the camera around, we can already see that our destination blind is correctly set. The scenario we are playing is part of a working timetable scenario pack, number 1, which was produced by Matt Carroll and is currently available to download for, I think it's $5.99 on AlanThompsonSimulation.com. So I shall leave the relevant links to that in the description below. The actual scenario title is 1 Victor 58, the 1600 Holyhead to Cardiff Central / 1 Kilo 66 C 1752 Chester to Crewe. So it says, "Good afternoon, driver. Please release doors and prepare the train for departure at 1600. One train a day links North and South Wales, operated by one of Cardiff Canton's Class 158s, and on weekdays running via Crewe. On Sundays, the southbound train runs combined with a Newton Heath-based Sprinter, the 2 divide at Chester. The Cardiff train reversing and running via Wrexham, and the leading unit forming a link to Crewe. You will be running as far as Crewe, with the front portion you will call at Bangor, Llandudno Junction, Colwyn Bay, Rhyl, Prestatyn, Flint and Chester. Please note that single line working is in force between Penminor and Llandudno Junction." So we are due to depart any minute now, so we're going to put the train into forward gear. So yeah, we have our 2-car 156 at the front of this formation, and at the rear we have a 2-car class 158, and due to the differences in destination placements between the two units, the 158 is displaying Cheltenham Spa instead of Cardiff Central. So departing Holyhead, the starting speed limit is 15 miles per hour, and we have about 24 miles to go to our first station stop at Bangor. Okay, so we can now accelerate up to 75 miles per hour, which is the maximum achievable speed for the journey. It's also the maximum achievable speed of the Class 156 itself. And as a point of interest, when the Class 158 is running in multiple with a different type of sprinter, such as the Class 156, the 158 is restricted to the maximum speed of that different unit. So in this case, if we were driving from the 158 end, we would be restricted to 75 miles per hour, as opposed to being allowed to run at the unit's maximum capable speed of 90. As we approach 75, I'm going to gradually reduce the power. We're now passing Valley Station. We're now passing Rossnager Station. We're now passing through Crewe Station. Just passing through Bedorgan Station. Got to watch the train speed now as we are on a downwards gradient of 1 in 98. applied full power as we are climbing back uphill again. As you can see, the train is actually struggling to get up to speed. So we are climbing up a similar gradient now of 1 in 97. Now get advance warning of an upcoming 40 miles per hour speed restriction, so we're going to get ready to slow down for that. This is Clanvire Pull Station, which does have a much longer title, which I wouldn't even dare trying to pronounce. At this point the line is about to become single track, as we're about to cross over the Menai Bridge. The Menai Bridge is a combined road and rail bridge, with the main road now on top of us. Now I'm going to start applying a bit of power as the speed limit is going to start gradually increasing. So we can now do 45. And the next speed change coming up is going to 50 miles per hour. We can now accelerate up to 50 miles per hour. However, we have just had advance warning of an upcoming 15 miles per hour speed restriction, so we are due to change tracks. I'm going to start applying the brakes now. Step 1 should be enough to bring us down to 15. Just past a single car class 153 unit. And here we are at Bangor Station. So we're just running slightly late at the moment. Only by about a couple of minutes. And if we look at the track monitor, you'll see that on the map the Class 153 is performing a shunt move. That's why it's just sat in the tunnel. Okay, single line working is in place from Penminor. Please stop at the point indicated on the up platform. So we've got about 9 miles to go to our stopping point at Penminor. And we can now do a maximum speed of 75 miles per hour. just going to start easing off the power once again as we reach the line speed. Just passed a warning board for an upcoming 75 miles per hour speed restriction. We're now passing through Clanvire Fechan station. And it's at this point now where we shall start to catch glimpses of the sea. Okay, so as we approach Penminor, I'm going to start to slow the train down, ready to stop. And we're not opening the doors at this station. So I've got to remember not to press D here. Just had an advance warning for an upcoming 15 miles per hour speed restriction, as we are due to change tracks. We'll need to stop right at the end of the platform so we can chat to the man standing at the end of the platform. And we've just about stopped in the right place, I think. Just move the camera around. Oh, we're miles off. We're just going to have to walk down the platform a bit. Okay, hello driver, I am the pilot man. Single line working over the opposite down line is in force, please stand by. So we've just got to wait for the instruction boxes to load now. I should apply the driver reminder appliance as well, as we are stopped with a cautionary aspect. As the next train is also travelling in this direction, I will be staying here and will ride through on that service. Here is your pilotman's ticket authorising you to pass through the section. When you arrive at Llandudno Junction, this must be cancelled and handed to the signalman there. Stand by. Okay driver, the points ahead are secured and the hand signalman is showing a yellow flag, meaning you may pass over them at 15 miles per hour. You have permission to pass the signal Papa Romeo 23. You may proceed at a maximum speed of 50 miles per hour and must reduce to 20 miles per hour passing the work site, which is near Lima Juliet 76 signal and is indicated on the HUD. So that's okay, we can depart now. So we've just about to slow down to 50 miles per hour now. As we move to the opposite track. Okay, so I'm just going to accelerate up to about 20 miles per hour. Just going to start to apply the brakes a little bit, just to bring our speed down to 20. So the works train is being hauled by a rail freight class 31. And here we can now accelerate up to 50 miles per hour. And I know it does indicate on the HUD that we can do 75 technically as far as the simulator is concerned, but as far as the scenario is concerned, we will stick to the speed restriction that we've been told to run at. And in some instances, when trains do run on the opposite track, they do have to slow down to a slower speed when coming up to level crossing so that the barriers can be lowered in time. And having said that, the HUD has just dropped down to 55 miles an hour. that 55 was applicable just for that particular tunnel due to the restrictive clearances. And as we approach Conway, we do actually have to make sure we are down to 45 miles per hour just before the station. One of the quirks of travelling wrong line on the simulator is that the speed restriction, obviously you're seeing the speed changes on the HUD, but the actual speed restrictions aren't showing up on the HUD. So we're down to about 45, so I'll maintain the speed for the moment, as we are about to pass through Conway Station. Just get a shot of the train coming through Conway Station, which has some very short platforms. The speed limit has just dropped down to 45 now on the HUD. As you approach Llandudno Junction, the points have been secured and the hand signalman is showing a yellow flag. You may proceed over points at 15 miles per hour. And we're now crossing the Tubular Bridge, which strangely doesn't have any tunnel occlusions. And we're now going to slow down for the points at Llandudno Junction, with the jumbled mess of speed restriction signs as indicated on the HUD. But we are going to slow down to 15. Please stop at the signal box to surrender your pilotman's ticket. Slowing the train right down now to stop at the rather short stopping point. So it's just by this chap here, where we need to surrender our ticket to, and we'll stop about here. Okay, thank you, driver. You are now cleared of the single line working and normal signalling and line speed apply. Please obey all signals. Okay, so we can now move forward into Llandudno Junction Station. Okay, so here we are at Llandudno Junction, and this is where I'm going to end the first part of the video, and in the second part of the video we shall continue our journey to Crewe. So thank you very much for watching this part. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please do feel free to rate and comment on the video, and if you would like to keep up to date with what I post, then please feel free to subscribe as well. So thank you very much for watching the first part of this video. Hope you've enjoyed it, and take care.